What have I been up to the month of May? Let's get into it. Hey friends, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Elizabeth and I share deck flip-throughs, spreads, VRs, and so much more. Today we're going to be looking at everything I got into in the month of May. Let's start with the Metamuse Tarot. Now, this is a deck that I just got into the collection this month, and I have really been enjoying working with this deck. It's really beautiful. There are the card backs, gilded edges. I know some people don't like that, but I really do. And it's a collage style deck. I've been into that a lot lately, and this deck is just cool. I like the artwork, I like the mix, I like the way that they layered it. It just seems like it was really well done, very thoughtful, very intentional, and I've been having a lot of fun with this deck and all the different layers. Anytime I bring decks like this into the collection, it starts a bit of a learning journey. And I really enjoy that. I think that's the beauty of bringing in new decks. Uh, so this one has been a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it. If it's your style, it's a great reader. So that is the Metamuse Tarot. The next deck that I brought in is an Oracle deck, Underwater and Nautical Oracle deck. I picked this up from Amazon. It got a little like smashed in the corner there, and at first it was hard to get the lid off, but it's doing okay. This is I'm pretty sure this is an AI deck, but I picked it up because I didn't have anything like this in the collection, and the card backs are really beautiful. Now, I will say, if you like this deck and you decide to bring it in, please note that there is a typo, a misspelling on this card. The other thing I'll say is that there are two versions of this deck on Amazon. And so this one is 45 cards. I want to say the other one is 46. But, the only difference pretty much is that it appears that in some places, it's zoomed in a little bit differently on some of the cards, and it also looks like the filter is a little bit different. So I ended up going with this one, even though it had one less card and even though it had the typo, because I liked it. What can I say? So this is the first time that I bring an AI deck into the collection. I haven't exactly started working with this just yet, but I am looking forward to working with this kind of energy in the month of June. And I thought this one would be a great fit. So yeah, this is the Underwater and Nautical Oracle deck. I had one more new purchase this month, and it was this book right here, Girl Mess. This is by, let me see, Kim Rashidi. And this is a book of poems, if I understand correctly. So we have here a catabasis, I'm not familiar with that term, in verse. So I picked this up at the suggestion of Lennon Smith, I believe, talked about this book. And so I decided to pick it up and see if I could use it for maybe bibliomancy style readings. And actually, this is the very first time that I even open it up and look through it. So this is going to be pretty cool on days that I want to do something just a little bit different. So I'm looking forward to working with this book. So that's Girl Mess. Now, since we're on books, I'll mention that I also have been working with this book. This is by Lennon Smith. I'll share that there in case you're not familiar with her work. This is also a book of prayers, poems, and incantations. I have used this for bibliomancy style readings where you just kind of, like, and then, you choose the poem and kind of go in from there. That has been a lot of fun. I have never done that before, so this is something that I really want to experiment a little bit more with. I am still reading To Shape a Dragon's Breath. This is by Monoquill Black Goose. This is a great story. This is the first of a series of 3 books, and it's really cool. It's not that this is a difficult read. It's very easy, actually. Once I open it and I start reading, it's hard to put it down. It's just that there is so much going on right now at home and at work, and it's just hard because you want to do so many things, and then sometimes it's just really difficult. And I don't, let me see, how can I say, I I have been doing quite a bit of shadow work this month, and I didn't plan it that way. I don't normally say, "Oh, I'm gonna set out to do shadow work." Like, I don't operate that way. I feel like all of my decks kind of lend themselves to shadow work, and if something comes up in a reading, I address it at that moment. I'm not the person that, I'm not gonna wait until October or November to then do that style of reading. I just kind of do readings, and as things come up, I get into it. But for some reason, a lot of different things, I don't know, a lot of things have been coming up for me. And this was it's interesting because it was foretold to me in an astrology reading, and I was not sure if, you know if that was really the way it was going to go down, but it appears that that's the way it's going to go down. So I've been spending a lot more time with my journal, and I'm okay with that. Because actually, what was happening is that I was spending a lot of time with this book here, Year of the Hermit, and this is a guided journal. Now, I don't know, I do think that quite a few people are working in this journal as well. So let me put this aside and kind of share. We're in the month of May. So May is meant to be like, the theme is the glass, right? So this is going to be on self-awareness and introspection. And what they are sharing is that the lantern, right? The lantern of the hermit has the glass, and it can be dual purpose. It could be used as a reflection, or it could be foggy or dirty, or whatever you want to think of, and it can impair what you actually see. Some of the questions I found like a bit challenging. So I had to do some extra work in here. As per usual, when extra things come up, I just add a page and keep on going. I've been primarily doing most of my journaling this year in this book, and I had really gotten away from my actual journal. So this month I have spent a lot more time in here doing what I like to call my spiritual homework. I don't want to get away. This is such a big part of how I use tarot, and I don't want to get away from this. So I've been going back and forth between both of these books, actually. Let's get into decks. So I have been working with quite a few decks, and I used to kind of only like use one deck and then focus on that deck for the month. And now I'm kind of changing it up just a little bit and just using whatever deck I kind of feel called to in that moment based on the nature of the reading. And so this month I pulled out my Shadowscapes. I really love this deck. My copy is just completely beat up. Like it's wrinkled, it's warped. You can see there, you can see it's just this deck was water damaged, and it went through a journey to get to me. And now that I have it, it's so precious to me that I can't imagine replacing it with another copy even of itself. I find that this deck speaks to me pretty directly, and I enjoy working with it. And I decided to use this in ritual this month. So it was really cool. As per usual, this deck doesn't disappoint. But yeah, Shadowscapes. The other deck that I work with is my Sasarai Beetle. I've shared this before. This deck is a not only a workhorse deck. Here's the backs. It is a deck that I use quite often actually for work readings, career, next steps, opportunities, that type of thing. And it just reads really well for me. It took me a long time to bond and connect with this deck, but now that we're fully engaged, I can't imagine using any other deck. I love having this in my collection. I keep this on my work desk, and I shuffle it when I feel anxiety or stress, and it just, I don't know, it's a sense of comfort for me. So yeah, this is my Sasarai Beetle. Now this here is the Rosebud. This is a deck that I've been spending a lot of time with. It is a collage style deck, and it's been super awesome to work with. I see so many layers in this deck. Again, another deck that was really well done, mass market. I mean, you can't beat it. The only thing, if I had a complaint about this deck, it would be the card stock. It warps, like it doesn't lay flat. So you put it down and then it teeters, see? But that's literally the only thing that I would say that I don't like about this deck. Otherwise, it's a great reader, shuffles well. I find it works really well for my style of reading, and I've been having a lot of fun with this deck. So much that I didn't, feel the need to put it away. So I have been continuing to use this deck for filming, for readings, just for everything. It's just so good. But yeah, that is the Rosebud. This one here is my Tarot of Mystical Moments. This is my soul deck. I adore this deck. This deck doesn't go away. This is actually the deck that I'm using with the Hermit Journal. And it's been awesome because, when you love a deck, but you just can't seem to find a way to use it often enough, having the Hermit Journal has allowed me to kind of work with this deck every single day. So I pull a card, even though I don't know that I would need to pull a card for every single journal entry that is in the book, but I think it's fun. So I pull a card, and actually, with this deck, I don't even look at the titles. I just read what I see, what comes to me. And it's just been so good with the Hermit Journal, but also in getting to know the deck. It's been amazing. So again, another deck that just never leaves. It's always present. I really enjoy. I was looking at this deck, and actually, this month, May, is our 4-year anniversary. So happy anniversary, Tarot of Mystical Moments. My life has never been the same. It's getting dark. There's a thunderstorm rolling in as per usual. That's the season that we're in. So here we have Tarot of Aphrodite. This is a deck that came into the collection and has just literally blown me away. I love it. I use it a lot more often than I thought I would. It's a beautiful reader. It's gorgeous to work with. And I've just been having a lot of fun with this deck. It's just so good and it's so beautiful. I think that's the biggest thing is I didn't realize, like, you see the decks in walkthroughs or flip throughs and you're like, oh, okay, that looks nice. But this is one of those decks that when I got it, I felt like the camera did not do it justice. It is just so much more beautiful in person, and it feels amazing in the hand. So this is like one of those decks that I would say it's a full-on experience. And that is my Tarot of Aphrodite. Here I have the Illuminated Tarot. This is my Carol Herzer deck, and it came in this really cool bag. She actually made this. She makes one for every deck, and gosh, I just love this bag. I love everything about this bag. So this deck is just awesome. I mean, it's an RWS clone, and it's bright, it's colorful, it's vibrant. I really, really enjoy all the swirls, the coloring in this deck. uh, not a deck that I would say, oh yeah, I pull that out and use it all the time. No, but it is a great deck. I do use it regularly, and I pulled it out this month for some filming, and it's just really cool. Uh, I would say this is the deck that I take with me when I go on vacation because it's plastic, it holds up. Even if this got wet, it's not going to get damaged. The cards don't bend, uh, within reason, of course. But yeah, it's just an amazing deck, and I really love it. It's a work of art. I mean, look at that card. It's a work of art. And here we have Tarot Disassembled. Now, this is a deck that I have been using for um, the Archetype series that I am working on. So it is in order because, of course, I'm, currently working on the series. So let me get here past, yeah, I'll keep the majors there, but I'll just give you a quick look. This is the first edition, and it came with these really cool orange edges. And it's a great deck for study, for learning, for dissecting the imagery, the symbols. If you are into looking at repeating symbols, what cards have which ones and what they mean, why do they pop up? I mean, I love them, and they're fun to look at. Look here, 9 of Cups, and we have the feather because, of course, this guy in the 9 of Cups, his hat has a feather, and I don't think I ever made that connection before. There it is, the feather. This is the feather that we see in the Fool and in the Death card. So yeah, it's just awesome for really getting into the symbolism and understanding why certain things are present in the cards. This comes with an awesome book, and I don't have it. I have the PDF version of the book, but it is available mass market. And from what I've heard and from what I've seen myself from the PDF, it is worth it to have the book if you like working with this deck. So yeah, that is my Tarot Disassembled. Let's talk about Oracle decks. Here I have one of my favorites. This is a playing card deck. It's Bob Ross. playing cards, and Ooh, I love this deck. It features artwork that he painted along with a little saying or quote that he has said at some point or another during all of the many episodes that he put out over the years. So I wouldn't say that this is like an affirmation deck, but sometimes that's how I use it. And this month in May, that's what I did. I would shuffle and pull a card and then leave it out as my card of the day. Anytime you learn, you gain. I mean, the guy was amazing. This is one of my favorites. Trees cover up a multitude of sins. So true. Wouldn't that be interesting if that's how life was too? On paper, on art, if you make a mistake, he would cover it with a tree. But in real life, we can't do that, right? I haven't figured out a way just yet. But, anyways, this is a fun deck. And this month I used it as kind of like my card of the day. I don't usually do a card of the day practice, but this month I felt like I needed it. It was, it was a full month, so it was good for me to start my day with one of these cards. Loud out there. All right. Here we have another deck that I have been working with, and this is the Dream. Oh, I always mess up the name. Let me see. Yes, Dream Ritual Oracle cards. I really like this. I do a lot of dream work. I don't even use this deck for that purpose, but I love reading with it. It's very intuitive. I like to see where my mind wanders, so I use this deck usually in conjunction with tarot. I find that it goes with quite a few of my decks, and I've just been enjoying it. This is one that I got in April for my birthday, and it's just wonderful. I just decided not to put it away, and I've been working with it ever since. So yeah, this is my Dream Ritual Oracle card deck. May was also Mother's Day, and I know that sometimes that's difficult for some people, so I pulled out this beauty. This is my Mother Mary Oracle, and it's the only Mary Oracle deck that I have. I really enjoy it. It's gorgeous. Each and every card is a completely different, either a statue or a stained glass window or just something different. And I really enjoy it. I pulled this out just in case I had anyone that needed some mother energy, right, to help with the day to day. And for the longest time, I thought that this deck was out of print. And I've been saying that in my videos time and time again, every time I show this card. And guess what I found out? This deck is now available on Make Playing Cards. So there you have it. So if this is a deck that you are interested, I'll try to remember to put the link in the description box, and in case it's one that you wanted to add to your collection, because every time I show this, there's somebody that reaches out and like, oh, I love that deck. But yeah, this is my Mother Mary Oracle. This month, my Reclaim came out, and this is such a great deck. Uh, I'm only sad that I don't use it more often because it's pretty awesome. It's a nice big chunker. And so, for that reason, I have never felt any kind of way about adding any other versions of this deck to my collection. I know that now this deck is available with even more cards. And I did think about it, but I want to say that at the time, the expansion pack that was available, the creator had changed, I think, the card stock, and this card stock for me is like everything. So I decided not to add the expansion pack. So I have this version of it. I love it. It's wonderful. And I mean, who doesn't need to work on feelings and emotions and, self-expression and identifying what their own needs are, what they're feeling, what they're sensing. It's just amazing. Such a great deck. Love it. So that is my Reclaim Oracle. Final oracle deck that I pulled out is my Cemetery deck. This for sure is the largest deck that I have in the collection, but that's because I ordered the double version of it, right? I couldn't decide between option A or B, so I got option both. And I love this deck. It is beautiful. The keywords are incredible. It's a really good mix of light and shadow, and it doesn't disappoint. It goes really well with so many of my decks. I see this deck being paired all the time, and in I don't know, it's inspiration for me to get even more decks. It's so hard because it's such a beautiful deck and it pairs so well with so many other decks. But I love this deck. I love having it. I love using it. And yeah, this is my Cemetery Oracle. That is also a make plain card creation. So I actually did a full walkthrough of this chunky 160 card deck. So if you're interested in that, feel free to take a look. I'll leave one of the cards up for you to be able to take a look at that. Very busy month for me. My deck situation is just a little bit out of control right now, really throwing myself into the Archetype series that I've been working on. And so I have cards everywhere, decks everywhere. Most of my decks are incomplete because they're missing cards. Every time I have a chance, I'm going through decks to look at artwork and find what I'm looking for in order to put together the videos. It's been such an awesome learning experience and journey, and I'm really happy that I decided to go through with it. Thank you so much for all of the feedback that I have received with the first few videos that have been put out. I really appreciate it. It's helpful for me to know what you like and what you'd like to see when I am building out the content. So thank you for that. Other than that, I would say May is a month that is filled with many blessings for me. Of course, we have Mother's Day, and then May is also my eldest son's birthday. So he was celebrating 20 years this month. My beautiful daughter had not one, but two graduations this month. She has graduated from both high school and the local community college and will be transitioning to university to finish out her 4-year degree.
You may now move your tassels from the right to the left.
Overall, a very busy month for me. How was your month? Share your highlights in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.